to come close to him. Ve'ein menias tov mitzidai klal. And the lack of good that we experience is not from Hashem at all. Elamishula yiskari ve'lav, rather the one who does not come close to Hashem, yechsar ha'arasai. He's the one who is going to lack from benefiting from this light. V'hamaniya mitzad makabel. And the holding back is from the receiver, the recipient, not from the giver. So Rav Dessler gives a very simple parable to this. He said, when the sun is shining outside, it's bright. But if your window shades are drawn, the light's just not coming in. But that's not because of a lack of trying. It's not because the light's not shining. It's because you've closed the window. You've covered the window, so the light can't get in. But that's your doing. That's something from the recipient. It's not from the giver. So that's the way Hashem works. Hashem is constantly shining this light, this sense of purity, of elevation, of perfection. All of that is readily available. It's us. We put up barriers that stop that light from getting to us and stop that light from affecting us and perfecting us. So that's a very important element to understand. It's not because Hashem chooses to shine His light on some people and not others. It doesn't work like that.
There's a quote, I can't recall who said it, that really illustrates that. It says, man stands in his own shadow and wonders why it's dark.
Mm-hmm. There you go. There you go.
After their own shade, wonder why there's no light.
Yeah, that's right. So v'hine, Gazra hachachma el yoina, Hashem's great wisdom has decreed that whoever does these commandments that Hashem gave us, Tahainu, klal kol mitzvahs kulan, this means all of the various mitzvahs that Hashem gave us, as we've mentioned, b'chol ma'aseh sheyaseh, with whatever action it is that you're going to do, that action is yiyeh miskarev al yadai madrega mami madrega sakurva shel Yisrael Shema. That will bring a person closer to Hashem in whatever level that mitzvah is able to accomplish. So basically, we're saying Hashem is constantly shining that light. We need to receive it. How do we do that? Hashem says, do the mitzvahs. That's how you're going to do it. How one connects to the other, we'll get to that later. But this is the concept, and this is what we're going to be dealing with moving forward, is that the mitzvahs are the methods, the medium through which we connect to Hashem, and we don't obscure that light. We allow that light to penetrate and to uplift us. And it will reach a person through this. A person will have the light reach him, based on the closeness that this person experienced to Hashem. And then a person will himself become elevated with one of the levels of perfection, which is a direct result of this light of Hashem that this person has reached this person. Now, the opposite of this is true of sins. Whatever act of a sin it is, that a person will do, it will accomplish the opposite. That will distance a person to some extent from Hashem. And he will add a level of one of these levels of of the obscuring of the light from Hashem, the hester panav, and the hiddenness of Hashem's face. And then this person will incorporate into him a level of lacking, because that is a direct result of being distanced from Hashem. So it's just two sides of the coin. That's how it works. Nimtza. So based on this, it comes out, based on everything that we've said until now, that the intention that we should have with all mitzvahs is we should try to constantly be turning towards Hashem, to come closer to Him, and to be lit by the light of Hashem's face, v'hameniya min ha'averos, and to avoid the sins, l'himolet min ha'yisrachek mimenu, to run away from that which will distance us from Hashem, v'zahatachlis ha'amiti shebahen, and this is the true goal of the mitzvahs and of the averos. Now, when it comes to the actual details of this, there's tremendous depth into how all of this works, based on the details of the concepts that make up a person, the habriya, and the whole world, as we mentioned earlier. And later we will talk about them a little bit, how these things actually work in practical terms, the mitzvahs, the connections to a person, connections to Hashem, how all those details actually work out, what the mechanics of that are. He says we'll get to that in its own section, with the help of Hashem. All right, very good. We finished section 4, chapter 4. So next time, I hope everybody remembers up to chapter 5. We didn't start it yet, and we will. And we also are starting a fund to make sure Jody has her coffee before we start. Yeah. There we go. All right. So, Jody, we bought you a whole box of coffee here. That one's for you. And it's not decaf.
There's a breath seminar.
Yes, there's a breathing seminar going on in the social hall.
Please consider joining us.
This one's not for kids? Okay. Okay.